I've done a more than 4,500 mile road trip on an electric motorcycle each of the last 4 summers, 2013, 14, 15, 16, right? And 2013 was very planned. I asked at restaurants, and at restaurants, you're going to pay them money for food. And so generally, and you are a customer. So you have a transaction, and they are often very, very happy to let you plug in. Cool, it's an electric motorcycle. You know, I've actually never had a bad experience at a restaurant. They always try to make the customer happy because you are a customer. At an RV park, you are not a customer. You are either...
You're an alien, that's what you are.
You are a complete alien, yes. And you're asking to do something unique that no one has ever asked them for before. Generally, I've found them to be extremely nice, very nice. The more out in the country you get, the nicer you get.
Yeah,
Closer to the cities, they get really stingy because they're
yeah.
used to people trying to nick them for like money here, there, and everywhere. In 2014, I never called ahead. I think I was afraid to. I don't know why. I'll just show up and I'll ask and hope for the best. It worked out, obviously. There was one place that asked me for $20 for to rent a site for the night. And I was like, I'm going to be here for an hour or hour and a half maximum. I'm going to use less than $1.50 worth of electricity. Like, I knew all of these numbers, and that's very helpful. But KOAs, the people at the front, don't have any bargaining power, so they're just like, sorry, my boss said 20. Whereas when you go to a mom and pop one, the person at the front is the owner.
Yeah.
And they know exactly what their electricity costs, and so they're just like, pfft. Then in 2015, I thought I didn't want as much stress. The other thing I realized was I was showing up at an RV park basically in an emergency situation, right? I had no way to go anywhere. Like, I was empty.
Yeah.
And so I would show up empty and I would ask for help, which is really what I was doing. And so then the next year, and it's fairly stressful. It worked out, but it's fairly stressful. So then the next year I was just like, I'm just going to try calling ahead a few times. So I started calling ahead. When I'm near cities, I use electric car charging stations, so I don't have to deal with the RV park owners who are particularly kind of like defensive. So when I go out in the countryside, I would just call the night before or the day before, just say, hey, I'm going to be over there. I expect to be there like 10 in the morning or 1 in the afternoon or 5 in the afternoon, like whatever. And I have an electric motorcycle, and I plug in. I'm happy to pay you for the electricity, right? And everyone basically agreed. And if they didn't, I had maybe 2 people. 8,600 miles, only 2 people said that I couldn't charge at their place. And that was because Teslas had burned out their charging stations.
Yeah.
So
those bad Teslas.
Well, the electric vehicle people just need to be aware that you are either building bridges or burning bridges when you go to these places. And I don't even know if the Tesla people knew that they burned it out. But not all RV parks have new up-to-code equipment.
Yeah, true.
A lot of them do their own electricity to keep the costs down, and you can't blame them for doing that. But at the same time, you can't pull 50 amps out of a 50 amp out. You got to tone that down.
So now on your trips now, you call ahead?
I always call ahead.
You call
and the next
that night
day
before?
And sometimes I'm like looking forward to meeting these people because they're very nice on the phone.
Yeah. Because if you're on an electric motorcycle, you're like something new to them.
Yeah.
And most people, like you said, out in the country, are like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Exactly. Yeah.